Please, don't cry.
Hello. Need help?
Yes, please. My baby keeps crying, and when they cry, I cry too.
Okay. Let me think. How about I sing a song? I have a lovely voice. Maybe a nice melody will calm the baby. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la.
The baby's laughing. Thank you.
I'm Nikki, and this is Momo. We're friends with Jiroda. He's the one who told us to find you, Mr. Kukuda. We'd like your help. We really need a recommendation letter.
Friends of Jiroda? Of course I'll help.
Mr. Kukuda, are you also friends with Jiroda?
Friends? No, not really. In fact, I used to dislike him.
Dislike? Was it because of his grandfather?
You know about that? Back then, almost no Feywish sprites spoke to Jiroda. We didn't even want him living with us in the Grand Tree.
That's pretty harsh.
I'm sorry. After that, Jiroda rarely came to the Grand Tree. Sometime later, I found out he was hiding in a tree hollow in the middle of nowhere.
A tree hollow? I know Feywish sprites usually live in trees, but in tree houses, right? It must have felt so lonely in there.
Maybe for a young Jiroda, the hollow was a safe place where no one could see him, stare at him, judge him. It was a way to disappear, where nobody could bully him.
Shh! That's awful!
Sorry. Later, he saved me and my baby from an Essling attack. He's just a young Feywish sprite, but he stood up to protect us. That's when I realized whatever the Wishmaster or the Paladins thought of him doesn't matter. What mattered, and still matters, about the kind of Feywish sprite Jiroda is what I've seen myself. He's a good Feywish sprite. And you're his friends. So then, I'll gladly help. I'll write the letter right now. Dear Wishmaster, I recommend the clever and kind human Nikki. She helped calm my crying baby and me as well. The baby has been crying a lot. Maybe because the coming-of-age ceremony hasn't happened yet. Anyway, I owe my thanks to Miss Nikki, the exhausted babysitter Kukuda. All right, here.
Thank you, Mr. Kukuda. Hello. Are you Dr. Melabo?
Yes, that's me. Are you hurt? Vine injury? I've never treated a human, but it can't be harder than treating Feywish sprites.
Oh, no. We're not injured.
We're healthy. Super healthy.
That's right. You mentioned vines. You mean the mutated vines the Wishcraft Lab is investigating?
Yes, the vines have mutated recently, injuring many Feywish sprites. All day it's work, treat patients. Work, treat patients. Last time I was this busy was during the Desperation Syndrome epidemic. Hundreds of years ago.
We've heard about it. Desperation syndrome sounds like a very serious disease.
Nothing is more terrifying. Anyone who ate too many desperation orbs died. Well, except the Wishmaster.
Eating orbs?
Huh? You didn't know? You must be new around here. Feywish sprites live on wishing orbs. However, only the delicious ones provide us with nutrients. The bizarre ones aren't nutritious and cause stomach aches. But eating too many desperation orbs causes desperation syndrome.
It's caused by desperation orbs? No wonder the Feywish sprites avoid talking about them.
Hundreds of years ago, we were short on food. Many Feywish sprites ate them out of, well, desperation. Over time, they began to grow weak and sickly. Then we realized too many desperation orbs cause desperation syndrome. The Delicious Wish Clinic's predecessor, the Desperation Syndrome Research Center, was established to study the syndrome. The Inspection Center now sorts the orbs into delicious wishing orbs, bizarre wishing orbs, and desperation orbs. So desperation syndrome cases are rare now. Oh, sorry. I do this. When patients are in pain, I try to distract them, so I tell stories.
It's okay. This information is very helpful. Dr. Melabo, I'm Nikki, a stylist. We're here because we need to meet the Wishmaster. It's to discuss something important, but we need a recommendation letter.
Our friend Geroda recommended you.
Geroda? I haven't seen him lately. Is he still trying to become a Feywish Knight?
He's working hard to make it reality. It's still his dream.
Not all dreams are worth pursuing. One time, the Paladins arrested him for bad intentions. After being released, in secret, he continued training and got injured. I treated him. He still owes me 333 blings.
I'm sure Geroda will pay it off.
I don't doubt it. Achieving that is more realistic than becoming a Feywish Knight. It's so unlikely that it's more likely I discover the cure for desperation syndrome. Lovely chat, but I need to get back to work. Oh, you said you need a recommendation letter? I can help with that, but I have a small request. I've been working so long, I've nearly forgotten what it's like outside the clinic. Damp creek grass, whispering tree hollows, and fluffy wreath does. They're all becoming blurry in my mind. Miss Stylist, can you create a new look that fits the theme Vibrant Outing? Just seeing it would make me happy. I've been working so long, I've nearly forgotten what it's like outside the clinic. Damp creek grass, whispering tree hollows, and fluffy wreath does. They're all becoming blurry in my mind. I need to see some vibrant outfits to soothe my mood. Can you make an outfit themed Vibrant Outing? Let's invigorate my tired soul. Ready?
I'm ready.
Thank you. With such inspiration, I feel motivated. Here's your recommendation, signed by Dr. Melibau. Every word as precise as my prescriptions. Trustworthy and unembellished. I do hope you can meet the Wishmaster, though it's a bit uncertain.
I've heard, over the years, the Wishmaster's health has been getting worse.
Yes, as he ages. Oh, he's the longest living Feywish sprite in history. Since recovering from Desperation Syndrome, his health hasn't been the same, and he refuses treatment. The last time we went to the Temple of Wishes for a checkup was when my mentor was still around.
Why didn't we see Dorota?
With only one letter to get, he should have gotten here before us.
He said he was going to Chef Dorobo's family restaurant to ask his Uncle Babarada for a letter. Let's go look there.
Little Dorobo, we're heading to the Bazaar Wish Hills for Bazaar Wishing Orbs.
Why would we do that? They're nasty. I'll never let them touch my frying pan.
Well, this time you'll have to make an exception. Get the Bazaar Wishing Orbs and make 10 stomach shock platters. I'll secretly deliver them to the Paladins, knock them all out. Then we'll sneak Dorota out of there.
What's a stomach shock platter? Is that today's special?
It's not food. Dorota is in trouble. Hello, I'm Nikki, a stylist, and Dorota's friend. What happened to him?
Well, Dorota has a human friend now. I knew someday he'd make some good friends. But, no, you're too late. Dorota got into a scuffle with the Paladins and got arrested.
What? Why did they arrest Dorota?
Oh, they're the worst! Always bringing up his grandfather. It's as relevant now as a bunch of dusty old wishing orbs. When the Wishmaster's health declined, they blamed Dorota. When the confetti cannon broke, they blamed Dorota. Whenever he visits Flora-Wish frequently, they blame him. Those terrible Paladins. The Arosa stopped blooming and the ceremony got postponed, so they used that as an excuse to arrest Dorota.
I remember what they say about his grandfather. There was never proof. Why blame an innocent person for unproven accusations?
Right? It's crazy. Completely unjust. But sometimes people need an enemy. More than they need a hero. Chigda gained his prestige by doing...
Barbarada! Enough! Nikki, Momo, Barbarada and I were just figuring out how to rescue Dorota. But our 4 fists combined are no bigger than a single wishing orb, let alone capable of fighting paladins!
We can't fight openly, but we can get him out in secret. Just serve up those stomach shock platters. I've wanted to do this for a long time. They did something fishy.
You seem to know a lot about what happened.
Barbarada loves to study history. He's got a huge pile of research papers. He even went to the Swordsmith ruins to gather information on the Feywish sprites from the Age of Divinity and nearly got attacked by the Iron Squirrel Guardian statue. However, nobody wanted to read his work.
But why?
Because he wrote about Geroda's grandfather, Kuroda, and his fight alongside the Sacred Knight to protect the Wishing Woods.
Some people read it. Like Kokuda, Pokobo, and Melabo, they secretly borrowed it from me. I'm currently writing about Kuroda's time as the captain of the Paladins. If not for that incident, his son Laroda.
Wait, I'm getting confused.
Got it. His grandfather is Kuroda. He was noble and brave. His father is Laroda. The family name must be Rhoda.
And there's Uncle Barbarata, who never doubted them. The treachery charges are lies. I'll defend the Rhoda name at all costs. Got it now?
I'm not sure that's all relevant, but I get the gist.
Anyway, I don't believe it. Kuroda would never steal the Aurium vase out of greed. But the Aurium vase did disappear. That's why Geroda grew up being labeled the traitor's descendant. He never even met Laroda and Yalabo. For his coming of age, I carried him to the Arosa Valley. But the day after the ceremony, the Paladins came and locked him away. He doesn't even understand why.
I get it now. Why Geroda always acts so strange around the Paladins. Barbarata, do you have any idea where they've taken Geroda this time?
I'm not really sure. The Paladins have become arrogant and ruthless. Storming their base directly won't end well. But they still follow Chigda, at least to keep up appearances. Maybe you can start with him. Ask him where Geroda is.
Okay. We're trying to meet the Wishmaster, but we need letters from 3 different Feywish sprites.
Geroda was gonna ask you for one.
Makes sense. Hold on. It's done. Nikki, take this letter and go see the Wishmaster.
Thank you, Barbarata. And Dorabo. Don't worry, I'll find Geroda and rescue him.
A human. This is the Temple of Wishes, the residence of the Wishmaster. No unauthorized entry.
We have recommendations.
Recommendations?
3 letters from Feywish sprites.
I need to verify them first.
No problem.
1, 2, 3. Kokuda, Melabo, and Barbarata? A human really managed to get all these. All right. You're qualified to meet the Wishmaster. But the Wishmaster is with the Wishcraft Lab's chief researcher. She rudely forced her way in for a meeting. Once inside, you'll need to wait. Remember, the Wishmaster is unwell, so you'll need to keep it brief.
Wishmaster! Our continuous monitoring of the vines shows that the mutation is worsening. Every day we wait, the risk of Essling appearances rises. The data is limited, but this is a very alarming trend. What's more, we found ancient records showing similar vine mutations occurring at the Sacred Battle in the Age of Divinity. But those records are missing data, so we can't verify the main cause of the mutations. More importantly, back then, the Arosa also didn't bloom, preventing the ceremony from occurring. Now, we're seeing the same situation. We believe that the lack of Arosa bloom is linked to the mutations.
I've never heard of any connection between the vines and the Arosa.
The scholars back then didn't find any evidence of a link either. But every possibility needs to be considered. So, these mutations require thorough investigation.
So, what do you suggest?
We need to monitor and sample the vines on the Grand Milliwish tree. These are the main vines, and must be watched closely.
You've done quite enough research. The Paladins will take it from here.
The Paladins? What can they do? Since the first vine mutation, they haven't responded at all.
Yeah. All they do is fiddle around at their research institute. They never do anything useful. They're worse than the PC Volunteer Corps.
Ridiculous. Don't you dare compare us to those lowly creatures. Who are you?
I'm Nikki, Official Stylist Guild Investigator. I came here to investigate the mysterious comas, but my assistant, Jiroda, was taken by the Paladins.
I don't understand. What are you talking about? The coma incidents? The Feywish sprites have nothing to do with that. And Jiroda, a traitor's descendant? The Paladins must have had their reasons.
You sure about that? What reasons did they have for stealing materials from our lab?
You should speak to the Paladins. I can't intervene.
When you say you can't, do you mean you're unwilling or unable?
How dare you! I don't have to answer you!
No! You're the Wishmaster! You should respond to our requests and questions!
Paladins! Throw these people out! Don't admit them again!
I knew it! The Wishmaster is getting stranger by the day!
Nunable, do you remember about when this change started?
His recovery from Desperation Syndrome. Before that, he managed everything personally, no matter how small. Even the angle the confetti cannons were fired at the coming-of-age ceremony. After he recovered, he changed, leaving everything to the Paladins. He stayed in the Temple of Wishes, rarely appearing. Later, he stopped altogether. And now he doesn't even care about the mutated vines. And they're dangerous!
It seemed like he was avoiding our concerns.
My instincts say he wants us to stop looking into the mutated vines.
And when we mentioned the coma incidents, he looked real nervous and flustered, as if he was hiding something. Not to mention Jiroda's whereabouts. I doubt he'll tell the truth, no matter how we ask.
Tricky, tricky, tricky. Without approval from the Wishmaster or the captain of the Paladins, it will be hard to find him. But the Paladin captain is always mysterious. I haven't seen him in a while.
For now, we have to start with the Wishmaster. It's just that he's being so strange. His order to stop the Vine investigation, ignoring the Paladin's open defiance? Momo, we'll need to investigate him.
Help! Mutated vine outbreak! Can someone please help? Dorobo, what is it?
Nunable! The vines at the Wishball Field suddenly attacked! A lot of Feywish sprites are injured!
I was afraid of this. I'll go now.
We'll help too. Nunabo, where's the Wishball Field?
It's... Wait, how did you get up here?
We took the Confetti Cannon Express!
There's a confetti cannon nearby. Launch yourselves to the Glimmergrass Seed Warehouse, then head to the Wishball Field. Don't waste time. I'll go ahead and check it out.